Hello everyone, this is Anita with Inking Chick. Today's project is going to be this Christmas card, and I'm going to be using the Christmas Gleaming. I absolutely love this set, so let's get started. Let me move this away. I want to keep it in view for a little bit. I can put it there. Alright, so let me bring in. You're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures. I always get my measurements mixed up because this one is 8.5 by, because I like the 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5.5 because that's my favorite. I like that. Actually, this is the style that I normally work with. That's why I always get them confused, because this is 4.5 by 11 scored at 5.5, and this one is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. So you can take your paper and just turn them and score them at different measurements, and you would get, you could get this card that goes up this way, or you can do it side to side, whereas you can get this card that goes up this way, or side to your normal card. Alright, so we've got our base. Then your next piece, you're going to need your DSP, and I'm using our Designer Series paper, the Heartwarming Hugs. I absolutely love this paper for some reason. And you're going to need this to be 4 by 5 1/4. And then we're gonna be doing some matting. This real red piece is going to be 2 by 4 3/4. Your Designer Series paper is going to be 1 7/8 by 4.5, and they'll go on just like that. And then for our stamping, you're going to need your mat to be 3 by 3.5, and then your Whisper White piece is going to be 3 7/8 by 3 3/8. This is what we're going to do our stamping on. And then your other mat, this is real red, you're going to cut it at 1 3/4 by 4. And then your Whisper White is going to be 1.5 by 3 3/4. Alright, I will have directions and everything for this project. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere our paper to our base. I am using our liquid glue. Tends to be my favorite right now, especially when I'm mass producing, because I don't want to mess it up, and it gives me time to move the paper around before I seal it all the way down. Now you can use either side of your papers, and would just change out your mats if you wanted, or you can leave them the colors. I love this polka dot. And all I did was leave a little bit of a border around it. And see, then this will get adhered here. Now before I adhere these, we're going to do some stamping on them. And I just want to make sure that I'm going to have it, this way. So I'm going to take my Memento black ink, and actually I stamped these, and I went ahead and fussy cutted these out, so I did that ahead of time because there's not a punch for that. I wish they would have gave us a punch for that. They did give us a punch for the ornaments for this set. And I am going to just kind of center it off to the side. Now what would really dress this card up too is if you heat embossed it. And that. And I'll probably do another video on heat embossing. Alright. Now I'm going to bring in my Pear Pizzazz. And I'm going to take And Be Jolly This Season. I'm going to ink that up. And I am going to go to my right side just a little bit. And I'm going to press down firmly and come straight up. Okay. Close that up. And I did use some Wink Stella. I don't know if the oh yeah. You can see the little bit of the glitter to it. I love Wink Stella. Love, love, love. Alright, let's get this. This is really an easy card to do. There's hardly any stamping to it. I think it's just the layers and the paper that's the big focal point of this card. And you can change the colors, you can change the designer series paper. Oops, sorry about shaking the camera. Alright, now let's put our layers together on our card. I don't know why I keep putting the lid back on my glue. And you can even change up the directions of how you want this. I tend to turn my paper this way so I can kind of make sure I'm lining up my yeah. I want to make sure it's straight. Alright. I'm going to perfect. And you can pop these up on dimensionals, but I'm going to be putting a little bit of bling on it, so I don't want it to be too much for it not to be able to go through the postal service. See, if I don't do it upside down, I get it crooked. And there we go. And so I am going to take some mini dimensionals for the holly berries. Before I do that though, let me put this down. I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to curl the edges, curl the leaves just a little bit. And only I didn't put dimensionals on all of those because I knew I was going to put it on this. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't have it too high up on all the layers, I should say. And then we're just going to, and fussy cutting the the berries out really didn't take that long for me. And I was actually surprised because I was like, oh no, if I make this as one of my holiday cards, it's going to take me forever. But it really didn't. Alright, so I'm going to need some glue dots, and I'm going to bring in my rhinestones. I need to order some more. And I am going to take my pick tool. Oop, and wow, try. And I'm going to put down a couple of rhinestones on it to give it, because if you've been following me for a while, you know that I love to put bling on my cards. And just put that one there. Alright. Now, I'm not a ball maker, and you guys probably know that by now. So I did this kind of knot, fake knot bow. This took me quite a while to do, not gonna lie. And this is using our satin, real red satin ribbon. And it's really a gorgeous ribbon. And I'm just going to set that there. And there you go. Now on the inside, I didn't bring the piece with me. I don't know why, but I would cut a 4.25 by 5.5 white, whisper white, and put on the inside and decorate it. And there you go. You have a really simple, cute, festive card to send out. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I will talk to you soon. Happy stamping.